they scream so loud. The big sky stretching past the clouds. Frozen rivers break their chains. Saskatchewan's got the bigger dreams. Canada's grip, it holds too tight, but the South it calls in the dead of night. Fields of wheat, they yearn for more. A better deal just past that door. Canada's grip, it holds too tight, but the South it calls in the dead of night. Fields of wheat, they yearn for more. A better deal just past that door. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. Your destiny. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. The USA, your destiny. Taxes high, they weigh us down. Promises lost in Ottawa's town. We've been forgotten, left to fade. Time to rewrite the deal we made. Mountains far we've never seen. We're just the land where the cold is mean. A freedom south where the sun does shine. It's time to take what should be mine. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. The USA, your destiny. Oh, Saskatchewan, break the line. Cross the border, leave behind. Stars and stripes, they'll set you free. The USA, your destiny. Side by side. Mountains rise, frozen veins feed. Shifting tides, sowing the seed. North sky fire burns so high. Joining hands under shared sky. Welcome, welcome, Greenland folk. Stars and stripes, your story told. Unite the land seas far and wide. We'll walk together side by side. No king, no crown, ice can freeze. Strength and spirit, lands and seas. Borders fade like melting snow. Together stronger, onwards go. Welcome, welcome, Greenland fold. Stars and stripes, your story told. Unite the land seas far and wide. We'll walk together side by side. No king, no crown, ice can freeze. Strength in spirit, lands and seas. Borders fade like melting snow. Together stronger, onwards go. Welcome, welcome, Greenland fold. Stars and stripes, your story told. Unite the land seas far and wide. We'll walk together side by side. Together
to the NPC show, deprogramming the world one NPC at a time. I'm your host Frank. Today is March 1st, 2026, and by the way, it is Mountain Man's birthday, Kentucky Mountain Man's birthday. I forgot where you watch from. I think it's Rumble. I think you're on the Rumble side. I don't remember, but I don't know. I'm not sure which side of the are you this side or you that? You're probably not here right now. You're probably hungover from celebrating last night. But happy birthday to Kentucky Mountain Man. We've seen that. We've seen, what is this? Anyways, how are you guys doing? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy new month, by the way. Good morning to Donnie Newman, Jean, good to see you. Amber, James, Mary, the other Mary, hello to you. Josie Cooper, Sherry, Mac420, good to see you. Mandy F, Pendulum, Donnie Newman again. Velma, good to see you. Rodney, When Weebs React, Kip, hello to you. Janet, Janie, good to see you. Janie Biggs, thanks for being here, dear. Let's see, Janet, Pink Poodle, Mandy F, CPF, hello to you. Tristan, Alan, good to see you. James McKinley, hello to you. Linda, hello to you. Good morning. Hello, B Polar. Now on the Rumble side, we've got Mary, Dixie, Bong Mac, Lisa. Hello to Lisa. Thank you for being here. Hello, Jillian, Campbell, Chris, Factions. Good to see all of you. Hello to everyone over on. I gotta pause that real quick. And hello to everyone over on. What happened? Okay, whatever. That went away. Hello to everyone over on Getter. Good to see you as well. And let's go to Foxhole. We got Joanne there. Hello to you, dear. Hanging out over on. Oh, we got Freya popping in over on. Hello to Observe and Learn over on Foxhole. And we got Freya popping in. Good morning. I haven't seen you in the show during a show for a while. Anywho, we have a very long show. There are so many tabs open that my system is consuming 42 gigabytes of RAM, and that hasn't happened in a long time. But thankfully, I'm back on the Threadripper, so we're good to go. And we have a post-show watch party. Two, one about Germany's economic collapse, the other one about Chinese citizens panicking in Iran. That's going to be an interesting one. Yes, plane tickets out of Iran are over $500,000. Yeah. Now you can either get out, or you can get kablooied, or just shelter in place. You know, we're not going after civilians. Not like them. They're going after civilians. Hello, guys. Hello to where we at? I think we were here. Hello, B Paul, Calzera. Good to see you, Alan. Hello to Shuntiza. Hello to you. Hello, Falacito. Hello to you. Anyways, so long show followed by a brief watch party, and then we're gonna be doing a Rumble Premium Hangout because. Oh, what is that? So we can see the news just keeps popping in, guys. Hey, you want to see how many tabs I've got open? Here we go. Look at this. Look how tiny those tabs are. All the way across. It's got to be like 40. It's got to be about 40. So it's pretty bad. And then we got another one that just popped up. Something about a B2 Spirit. Last night, B2 bombers armed with 2,000-pound bombs struck Iran's hardened ballistic missile facility. Okay, so we're the ones that took out their weapons depot. I like how Israel tried to take credit for that. Wow. Okay, well we're gonna be adding that to the show today. Let's see. Wow, I'd only heard that we sent some last night. I had no idea that they were already doing their thing. I mean, it made sense to not tell anyone about it first, right? Yeah. Anyways, hello Jenny, good to see you, Jenny. Hello Ricky Christensen, good to see you. James Thomas, Hogzilla, good to see you. Donnie Newman again, hello to you. Anyways, let's get going, guys. So yeah, by the way, if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, Rumble Premium Hangout. And by the way, you guys on YouTube should definitely make an account in Rumble, give me a follow. I just got my first strike on YouTube in years, okay? And it was over like no good reason either. I literally got a strike for rebuting the Capitol Police officer because he called Kara Castronova a journalist, a female woman journalist. Started swearing at her, saying all these awful things to her. I rebutted him, and I'm the cyber bully. That's YouTube's new standards of cyberbullying now. Okay, so they are absolutely trying to get rid of all the Trump supporters, all the anti-radical Islamist terrorist people. They're gonna push us all out. So make sure you make an account on Rumble. Give me a follow. Start the show over there. You know, give me a follow over on Rumble. Make an account over there. And by the way, we do Rumble Premium Hangouts. Over on YouTube, right, they get the memberships that some of you have. We got Tristan has a membership, Calzera has a membership. It's $3 a month. That's like 10 cents a show. Thank you very much. YouTube takes 70%. YouTube takes 30% of that. On Rumble, the membership is $5. But there are more perks to it. You get access to our Rumble Premium Hangouts. So this Red Castle thing there, that's $5. By the way, Rumble, you guys got to figure that out, because I'll have a lot of people go into my channel and they can't find a way to subscribe to that, because apparently this button that says subscribe here, which is $5 a month, they can't find that. It's not visible to them. The only thing that's visible to them is Rumble Premium, which is money that goes to you. And that's not what they're looking to do. They don't care about ads. They want to hang out for Rumble Premium. They want to support me. But you're making it difficult for them to do that. I don't know how Jillian and Freya did it, but a lot of people I'm talking to, they say that they don't even see an option to subscribe, only to give Rumble money, not the creator money. So you guys got to figure that out, because that's a lot of people wanted to switch over and they have not. They're staying here with their green font and their cool shield to support me there. They're not going to Rumble. But if you guys, by the way, if you guys decide to go to Rumble, when you subscribe, when you have the red castle next to your name, it's $5 a month, and you also get access to Rumble Premium Hangouts. I'm required to do 5 hours a month of that on Rumble because I'm part of the creators program, and I don't put news behind it because I don't want to put news behind a paywall. So we basically talk about mostly food and pets. I have recently been making pizza from scratch, even including the dough, and I just made the Big Mac pizza yesterday. Or 2 days ago, and it came out real good. It's now my favorite pizza that I make. So Faction says, let me know who figures it out on Rumble. So yeah, lots of people on Rumble cannot figure out how to subscribe to a specific channel. I think they're trying to give us money, and you're making it difficult. You're only giving them one option, and that's to give you money. You know, and I hate to tell you this, but a lot of people, when people bring viewers over from other places to Rumble, they're not looking to give Rumble money. They're looking to support me. Okay, it's not some of you are. You know what I mean? So you guys got to figure that out over at Rumble. I'm almost certain that it's intentional, so that the money goes to Rumble instead of us. But hey, at least they're giving us a place to speak freely, unlike YouTube, right? So yeah, that's true too. Calzera says Rumble's glitchy. They gotta work on that. Yeah, when you open a new stream on Rumble, like let's say you come into the stream, it'll load and you gotta refresh it just to get the chat to show up. So it's a bit of work. Hello Foxworth, good to see you. Good morning. Tara, good morning to you. Mac420, hello to you. Valerie, hello to you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here daily, Valerie. By the way, I'm also on Getter now. I'm back on Getter because a bunch of leftists in Europe decided to get me banned from Twitter. So I had no choice but to reach out to Grace Chong to ask to be if she can help me get unbanned from Getter. As you know, I was previously banned from Getter for speaking a little too aggressively about the central banking cartel. And so now that I'm back on Getter, I've already said everything I need to say about them, and that's it. Okay, we're going to move on from that and talk about other things. We're going to talk about the elimination of tyrannical regimes like the Ayatollah of Iran. And by the way, all of the newly appointed generals, not all of them, but a lot of them, 2 of them in particular, are already gone. Yeah. Hello, Mac Brazel, Betty Boop, Ghost Patriot. Good to see Zombie, Brian. Good to see all of you. Thank you very much, Janie Bakes. Thank you. She says, do you have a Venmo? Then you two guys. I have a Cash App. Have you tried Cash App? Cash App has 0 fees. Even Venmo, I think, has like a 3% fee or something like that. Mary says it's called Rumble Pay. Look at the upper right hand corner. Look at the upper right hand corner where you see person icon next to the bell. Click on the person icon. Well, mine looks different from all yours because I'm the host. So it's not gonna give me the option. Here's the weird thing, okay? I'm the host. This is my account here. I'm logged in on right there. It gives me the option to subscribe to my own channel, right? So that Rumble gets 15%, but then other people aren't seeing that button. But Mary's saying it's like a person icon at the top or something like that. So I don't know. I just know that but yeah. So Janie Bakes, Cash App actually is a 0% fee. So that's probably the best way to go, dear. And then I pop, so I have notifications set up, so I'll see it, and But then when you do super chats, you get to talk with me, right? Because yeah, I used to read chat. I used to read like chats often during the show, but I cover more stories now, so we don't have time for chats. But I'll always read your super chats, dear. Thank you very much. Janie Bakes says she has a bakery. Yeah. Hello, Jerry. Good to see you. Hello, Betty Boo. Hello, Daisy. Good to see you. Let's see. Sheila says pro-Trumpers are on the rise and that we are just being hidden. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. They're very disappointing that Twitter's honoring this. All you got to do is mass report someone on Twitter and they'll get banned. Yeah. And Twitter's honoring that. Because I'm telling you, Elon's not one of us. Elon's a guy who he's only chummy with the United States because we're the one that pays for his space program. So if the US falls, he falls. He loses everything. Obviously minus Tesla, but I mean BYD's gonna drown him out. Elon Musk also has very unethical termination practices. He basically made it impossible for the Twitter remote employees to make it back into the headquarters in time to avoid termination. He basically emailed them on Friday night and said, hey, you got to be back in the office on Monday for work or we'll accept it as your resignation. And it's like, you're expecting all of them to find a place, hire a mover, move everything back to San Francisco, all in 72 hours. How is that ethical at all? That is very much against employment practices. And he actually did get sued for that, by the way. Yeah, the California Labor Board will not accept that at all. He's going to be paying out the ass for that one. So again, he thinks he can copy his parents' South Africa diamond mine slave business model and bring it to America. And it's like, that's not acceptable. Yeah. Yep. Troglodyte's Twitter is still run by leftists and Indians. Yeah, you guys, by the way, Getter is doing really good. I had no idea. I've been off of Getter for 2 years and I'm back and I'm doing, there's traffic there. I thought it was going dead and it's apparently not. So hello to everyone over on Getter. Let's see. It's usually Black Yans. He's usually the guy there. Anyways, let's get going with the show, guys. Lots to get through. Before we get to the Iranian stuff, there's a lot of politics. So let's get through that real quick. Not a lot. It's like 5 stories. Texas DPS pursues Gulf cartel member smuggling illegals on a high-speed chase. Starting our show with one of these guys. Very exciting.
All right, it's getting lit up.
Is that them? Get them, boys. Oh, what are you doing? You could have passed to the right. You chose the left. You chose the center divider. You chose the center lane to pass on. Anyways. Ooh, look at all that dust kicking out. Driving in the center. Pit. Oh, that would have been good right there. This is a South Texas region, by the way. It's gonna be in that, like, probably the McAllen area where those crooked Hispanics work. They take money from Neville Singham, harassing U.S. citizens on the internet all day. There we go. Nice understeer there. Not the best driver, if you ask me. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't understand. I don't understand why they don't just like crash into the corner where the tire is. Because you'll break a control arm and then you'll disable the car. Unless it doesn't break the control arm, that's a whole other thing, right? Unless you miss.
Going eastbound. About to pass all
Where are we
the
going?
stops again.
Where are we going? Oh, there's another border patrol right there with the green stripe.
And he's turning on with me.
Turning on the speed from
Okay, so Bella.
All occupants bailed out right there, is what they're saying.
So everybody's running north.
Everybody is running northbound.
We're behind the residence. I'll be out of my unit.
Oh. Are they hiding in a house?
Found her.
I wonder if that's their house at all. Busted. Should have self-deported. You could have gotten that $3,000 bonus in December. Nope. Nope. Confirmed Gulf Cartel member Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez, Rio Grande City, Texas, smuggling of people for a living. Awful, awful. You know what happens when they don't have money to pay their fees, to their smuggling fees? They gotta earn it. Ah, awful. Anyways, next story. The South Carolina Attorney General hopeful, his name is David Pascoe. Last year, he alleged that he switched parties to the Republicans. He has been exposed to recently supporting, what is this? He praised Joe Biden as his role model, supports DEI initiatives, and backing Democrat candidates who favor gender mutilation surgery. So he switched parties. We know why. Because he probably knows that they're going to be rigging 2026. I'm sorry. So that's he right there. Solicitor who switched parties officially launches bid for South Carolina Attorney General. This is a guy that will probably be refused to go after hospitals that are slicing and dicing your kids' crotulars up. Yeah. Thank you very much, Jane, for the for the cash up. Thank you very much, dear. Thank you. She says, thanks for putting out such a great show. Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked the show. I've been doing this for a long, long time, and it's I think this is like year 7. I think we're starting on year 2020. I'm sorry, 2020 was my first year, so this is the beginning of year 7 right now. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Jane. You're awesome. Let's see next door. So by the way, beware of this guy right here. Don't let him steal the seat. I hope you guys are paying attention in the primaries. Let's see. Next story. A black Republican nuked a liberal for implying that she was too much of a chimp.
The N-word.
Might as well have called her that, right? That's pretty insulting. He assumed that she was too stupid to get an ID to vote. Yeah. You guys, 70% of this community is on Snap. What makes you think they don't have an ID to vote? Stupid.
An act like the SAVE Act is very likely more aimed at voter suppression and at keeping key demographics that the Republican Party does not want voting to not show out and vote. I think very often minority demographics.
That's not true.
No.
This is the thing where
Sorry, let me rewind it. Thank you very much. Like Bourbon, thank you very much for becoming a member. Thank you very much. You are awesome. Let me restart that. Here we go. Not restart it, but I'll start from here.
Not show out and vote. I think very often minority demographics.
That's not true.
No.
So this is the thing where the suggestion is it's going to keep the black vote down. I've got 2 black panelists here. Ajwa?
That's not true.
Do you have ID and proof of citizenship?
Look at her lean away from him like, I don't want your liberal disease.
Yeah, and if I need a copy of my birth certificate, it's just a matter of going online or going up to the department and asking for it and showing my information to get it. I mean, to say that it would negatively affect a minority group because they're somehow not educated enough to get these documents is completely outrageous.
Annie?
Awesome. Thank you for chiming in there. Good stuff. Who's this guy? American voter Adjua Mason calls out Democrats for not standing for Americans over illegal aliens at President's State of the Union.
The way I viewed it last night watching it is that they gave a middle finger to the oath of office that they took. In fact, their new oath of office is oppose Trump. On anything, on any situation.
Including eliminating a terrorist regime from Iran. Wait till we get to all that. Wait till you see who's turned on Trump. We're not surprised about MTG. But the poll, as you can see from the poll, yeah, that's, there it is.
The one thing that they seem to want to come together on is to oppose Trump. Trump could find a cure for cancer and they would find a reason to disagree with it.
Yeah. They would be like, what are we going to do with all these chemotherapy meds now, huh? See, Trump ruined the big pharma. It's his fault. Yeah. It's always his fault.
And I don't know if that is just their strategy to get them through the midterm or whatever, but I think that if it's just about opposing Trump, I don't think that the people that elected them sent them there to do that. Number one, it is about the American people first. You got to take care of home. You got to take care of your family before you can take care of or try to help to take care of someone else's. The way
Jenny Bake says, I watched you in 2020, left YouTube after the Great Purge because I was pissed. Oh, the October 15, 2020. Yeah, I remember that one. By the way, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but a lot of the channels that got banned, they went and there was already a website called pilled.net, pilled.net, and they already existed, right? And they were it's like another Twitter, but it wasn't really getting much traction. All the people, a lot of the creators that got banned from YouTube contacted them and say, hey, is there any way you can implement streaming here? And in 4 months they got streaming going there, and it's called Foxhole. Foxhole.app, the Foxhole.app. I actually streamed there. I'm streaming there right now. Here, let me show you. Here it is. Foxhole.app. Genesepe's there, Joanne's there, Radon Antifa's there, Observe and Learn is there. Yeah, by the way, this place is quaint enough where we can get away with piracy. And so we actually we'll do movie watch parties there. So it's a lot of fun. We hang out, we just watch movies. What did we watch last night? We watched The Siege. Because, by the way, The Siege is a movie about radical Islamic terrorism. It was released 1 year prior to 9/11 as a means of it was a means of a psyop, predictive programming to let you know, hey, just because some people are blowing things up, maybe we should not be arresting all these regular civilians doing nothing wrong. That's what the psyop was about, and I at this point disagree with that. We haven't even seen the retaliation from Iran yet. They're going to be getting all of our cities, and we're gonna need to bring in another Sam Walton, the guy who started Walmart. We're gonna have to have more internment camps, just temporarily while we clean things out and find all these people, and then you can go back to your daily lives afterwards. But we have a lot of problems to clean out of this country. And I don't think that movie applies today. It's gotten so bad that it's like, yeah. And like in a movie, like Bruce Willis is the general, and like, he does martial law to like get rid of the terror. And then he actually, at the end of the movie, he goes to jail for, violating human rights laws or whatever, even though he's doing what's right for the country. So the whole movie was a big side, and we watched that because of what's going on in, with us in Iran. And then after that, we watched American Beauty because Annette Bening's in both. We just decided, let's watch another Annette Bening movie. Anyways, next story. Trump posts video trolling Mitch McConnell for opposing the Save America Act. It says here, this is Mitch McConnell arriving to block the SAVE Act in a last-ditch attempt to save his name. I'm not sure. I haven't seen this movie. I'm assuming this guy is no longer with us, and they're just carrying him around, propping him up. I'd play this, but it's part of a movie, so I'll get a copyright hit. So I can't play that. But you guys get the idea. What is this? Anyways, next story. By the way, this was Friday night here.
Put your hands down.
They're playing the Proud to Be an American song. This is Trump, right? And he's like kind of celebrating with them, and then he takes off. Remember, this is Friday night, not Saturday, not last night. Friday night, okay? Listen to this. Listen to what he says.
I'm gonna push you.
Come on. Right here. So he shakes hands. They're celebrating. He waves. He says, have a good time, everybody.
We gotta go work.
We gotta go work. Yeah. So, you know where they went. Okay? They went to the Situation Room. That is the Situation Room. It is made out of a one of the rooms out of Mar-a-Lago. I believe it's in the basement. A very big basement. This is where they all were watching everything else going down. These guys don't sleep, man. I'm telling you. When you gotta work, you gotta work. I had a friend who was in the finance department in Toyota, and would occasionally sometimes, get out of work, go home, sleep immediately, go back to work at 2 a.m. because it was morning time for the U in England, and they were working on some sort of acquisition or some sort of investment proposal, and that's just how it is sometimes. Yeah, that, because of the linked global communications, that's kind of what happens. Yeah, so this is some of the pictures from what was going on out there. Look at that. Those are probably live satellite images too. Isn't that crazy? We don't get live. For civilians, it's like delayed. At best, I believe we get ours like delayed, like 12 hours or something like that. And it's for stalking reasons. They don't want civilians to be able to stalk people. So yeah. Oh, this is the other end of the situation. Is this in another building, or was JD Vance actually there? Yeah, no, they were all there. Yeah. That's a bizarre one that I saw that was there. This guy, Scott Bessent was there, which is bizarre, right? He's the finance guy. So what's he doing there, But yeah, he wanted to be informed. Chris Wright was there, Tulsi Gabbard, JD Vance. I don't know. That's bizarre. Usually, if you're engaging in warfare, you figured the vice president would be in a different location. With like maybe this group be in a different location. That way, if they bomb Mar-a-Lago, we don't lose more than one person, right? Now imagine. Oh, Mary says Vance was in D.C. Thank you very much. Okay, so this was in D.C. Got it. So they were in a situation in a room in D.C. Okay, that makes sense then. And this is in Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, because you got to keep them separate, because then they're going to try to off them and have Rhino Mike Johnson be president, right? Anyways. So there we go. Mustang says it says the White House. No, this is Mar-a-Lago. This is at Mar-a-Lago right here. Because they had a fundraiser. Yeah, it's at Mar-a-Lago. It's a fundraiser at Mar-a-Lago. He said we got to go to work. And then they went down. So these guys were at the White House. Yeah, these guys are at the White House. Anyways, next story. Here's some interceptors that were launched from the Patriot air defense systems guarding the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. Yeah, there they go, doing their thing. This is Friday night, by the way, which is basically middle of the night for them. Early morning Saturday for them. It's the Patriot missile system doing this thing, doing pretty good. Trump says he was just informed that this is today, this is right now. We have destroyed and sunk 9 Iranian naval ships. Wow. He sunk 9 of their Navy ships. Now let's hope China doesn't give them a replacement lickety-split. China makes ships very fast, by the way. Yeah, and they have a lot of canceled orders because of our tariffs. So they got a lot just like waiting to be completed. Anyways, so there's that. So Trump made a post talking about Khamenei being offed. So one of the most evil people in history is dead. And there is confirmation of that. Israeli intelligence was the first to announce it. He confirmed it, and then the Iranian military last night announced the same thing. Now, whether he was actually offed or he was possibly allowed to exit the country so we could do a regime change, those are two different things, right? There is that possibility. By the way, there is a tunnel underneath his compound that leads to the Russian embassy in Iran. So he could have possibly quietly, silently agreed to leave the public life and just allow the regime change, and he left and he's alive. That is a possibility. His son's gone, his daughter is gone, the daughter's husband is gone, and the grandchild is gone. I don't know. The grandchild's an adult by now, but they're all gone. Whether they're offed or whether they were allowed a quiet exit, one thing or the other. I don't know. Let's see, what is this? Ooh, Bahrain's not looking good. Bahrain, a country that's completely neutral, is being hit, guys. Yeah. If you're not caught, if you missed yesterday's show, basically Iran is they're attacking the military bases of even neutral countries that ever hosted us. So even though we were in the base in Bahrain, we were in the base in Qatar, we left weeks ago to protect our allies. We figured if we're not there, they won't be attacked. They're getting attacked anyways. So, anyways, Tim Burchett reminded Democrats that Obama bombed 8 countries without congressional approval. Yeah, because they're busy calling Trump a war criminal. You didn't get permission, things like that. See, if Tim Burchett went on the show, where's the video? Here's the video. Tim Burchett.
Obama bombed 8 countries without congressional. President Obama bombed 8 countries without congressional approval.
That we know of. Okay. He also bombed 8 African countries. That was all black ops, though, and it was all the countries that 10 countries plus 2 regime changes, one in Libya and the other in Egypt. And those were, it was those 12 countries got hit because they agreed to work with Muammar Gaddafi to dump the petrodollar and create a gold-backed African dinar. And that would have destroyed the USD. Yeah. But yeah, so those countries are here. Those are not counted in the 8 that he's talking about.
So I think it's a little disingenuous for the Democrats to start saying this is unprecedented. And you've got the most evil regime outside of probably the Chinese in the whole world right now. And they've killed Americans within recent memory. So is this a revenge tour? Maybe a little bit, but you poke the bear, you get it. Or you poke the bull, you get the horns. And the horns right now are Donald J. Trump, and he's letting an enemy of this country know how we feel about them.
I want to.
Well, let's see. What are they doing? Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, so the Democrats are saying that's not allowed. Meanwhile, the Congress did not pass any sort of like war bill authorization, anything for Ukraine. However, here's Josh Shapiro signing a bomb for Zelensky. Yeah, that's going to Ukraine so that he can fire it at Russian civilians, like he's been doing. Yeah. Oh, I approve of this. Anyways, so a little bit of I mean, you don't really have much to stand on when you got a Democrat right here signing the bombs that's going to Ukraine to wage a war that Congress did not vote on, did not approve of. Why? Why is this okay? Because someone else is doing it? So proxies are fine, you're saying. Is that what you're saying? So you're totally okay with us giving Zimbabwe the military means to go attack South Africa, to just start a bunch of proxy wars in Africa and just destroy that whole continent. You're totally okay with that, right? We just want to know. We were just taking notes, okay? So you're saying it's okay if we give a bunch of military equipment to Argentina and El Salvador, our good allies in Latin America, so that they can pummel all the darker colored Latin American countries? That's okay? Cool. Thank you for that. Thank you for the approval. Thank you for the congressional approval, okay? As evidenced by this video here. It's okay as long as a U.S. citizen is not the one firing it. But it is okay if the U.S. citizen is training the person firing it, which is what's going on in Ukraine. Got it. So we're allowed to train El Salvador and Argentina to go after all the darker colored Latin American countries because they don't like us anyways, right? That's fair game? That's fair game. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for the permission. Thank you for the approval. The paid protesters are out, guys. These are people furious in New York. Look at that. It says no new U.S. war in the Middle East. If you're wondering how they got the signs so quick, it's because they were already expecting this to happen. We've been talking about Iran for weeks. So they're saying shut it down. They don't want the war. He's got the red headband. Look at that. It's the you know when they're at war, they raise a different colored flag, and it's red, and it's the okay, that's gross. Anyways, they raised the flag of revenge. I'll show that in a bit. This guy makes it good, but Matt Van Swall says, so let me get this straight. 12 months ago is Ukrainian flags. 9 months ago is Palestinian flags. 6 months ago is Mexican flags. 1 month ago, Venezuelan flags. And now it's Iranian flags. Yeah, same people. The same paid protesters we see. By the way, the same ones blocking ICE operations. The same ones hurling objects at ICE and getting arrested for it. Yeah, the same people. Okay. Fetterman is praising Trump for what he did, celebrating what's going on. Look at the people. Look at the Iranians celebrating in a video here.
So
That's in Iran celebrating. Look at it. There's this Arabic right there. They're celebrating.
Regardless, celebrating today should be bipartisan, and it should not be just because, well, I'm not allowed to do that, or I'm going to anger the base to say what the president did was the right thing. That's the right side of history. More so.
So there's that. Here's people in here's Iranians in the United States celebrating Khamenei's fall. Look at that. If that flag looks a little different to you, that's the original Iranian flag. Which, by the way, when you guys are done with this, getting rid of this regime, you should probably change your country's name back to Persia, because you're Persians. Yeah. The second oldest civilization in the history of the world, second to the Chinese, the Persian Empire, guys. Next story. Here's CNN reporting from the ground in, I believe this is DC. Even they're forced to admit that people are celebrating.
The largest Iranian populations outside.
This is LA, I'm sorry.
Outside of the Middle East. You see the gathering there behind her. Julia, how is the Iranian community responding?
Well, this gathering has only grown, Jessica, over the past few hours, since we've gotten here. It has amassed a large number of people, and the celebration is striking. We got here just moments after initial reports, initial rumors of the death of Ayatollah Khamenei.
I wonder if they're admitting people are celebrating because they just got purchased by Paramount, which is a Trump-friendly network.
Just started to trickle from Iran to this diaspora community, and people were jumping in excitement, hugging each other, crying, saying that basically they've been waiting 47 years for this very day, Jessica. It is the reason so many of them have come out here today. I want you to hear from one of them specifically, his thoughts right after learning that the supreme leader of Iran was dead.
When is the last time you saw people in Israel and Iran dancing on the streets in excitement? And when is the last time you've ever heard of a country coming out and dancing because they're excited that foreign powers are attacking them?
Now, the name of Reza Pahlavi has been at the tip of people's tongues here, Jessica. So these are very much people who are pro-Shah. They want to see a leadership emerge from Reza Pahlavi. They're calling for him to take over the reins. And their hope, they've told me, is that he would then lead a temporary government and hold elections in Iran, hold a referendum in Iran so that the people could decide.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think Reza Pahlavi will be taking over. He was the son of the guy that got taken out before Khamenei took over.
What would come next for their nation?
Yeah, and so many Iranian people hoping for a regime change and that they can
put a 0 in the chat if you don't think it's going to be Reza Pahlavi.
Take back their government. A lot of questions about how that will happen, if it can happen. Julia Vargas Jones, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so even CNN's forced to admit that people are celebrating. Oh, there's too much cheering. We can't say that people are miserable. They're not holding the right color signs, right? Anyways, so there's that. Here's people in Iran celebrating. Oh, they look so miserable. Their leaders perish. They're so sad. Someone better send them a condolence gift. Here's more. This is also in Iran. It's a little confusing because there's stuff burning, but I'm guessing that they're burning perhaps the old Iranian flag, perhaps images of the top of that statue or whatever it was. Oh, they sound so sad that their leader's gone. Oh, so they look miserable, guys. Look at them cheer in misery. All the humanity. How about this one? Where is this one at? This is also in Iran. Look at this. I think they're celebrating. Look at that. Women with their hair out and not getting rocks thrown at them. That's kind of nice, huh? Look at their gorgeous hair. Yeah. Yeah, now I know why the Islamic men make them cover it. It's too gorgeous. Next story. Kamala Harris denounced President Trump for attacking Iran. Yeah, not just her. It's a whole lot of them. Boy, they are not happy. Donald Trump's dragging the U.S. into another war. American people. No, let me tell you when this war started, okay? This war started when they funded the ballot harvesting operation in 2020 that stole the election to put Biden in power to send them a shit ton of money, okay? That's when the war started. People keep saying, oh, this is not our war. This is Israel's war. It became our war when they stole billions of dollars from us. Somalia, that's also our war now, okay? We worked our asses off to pay taxes. They use that money. They terrorize us. And then they shit on us. They laugh on us. They hate Americans. They hate our country. They hate the people here. They hate our way of life. How is it not our war? I don't understand that. You don't think Iran at all has anything to do with the 2020 election being stolen? Zero. You don't think they had maybe a 20% share of paying for the ballot harvesting? Alongside the CCP, alongside the Party of Davos, alongside the EU, the UN, alongside the World Health Organization, all those organizations, they all had a part in stealing the 2020 election. Okay? It does not matter who did it. What matters is who benefited from it. That's how you know who did it. Anyways, his mom Donnie crying about it too. Here we go.
Today's military strikes by the United States.
He's only pretending to cry. Okay, we know he's J.E.'s son.
And Israel.
Possibly.
Today's military strikes by the United States and Israel mark a catastrophic escalation.
Your father would disagree. Your father would be like, oh yeah, it's part of the plan.
Illegal act of war, of aggression. Bombing cities, killing civilians.
No. We went through the videos yesterday. There's only one side going after civilians, firing missiles at hotels, and that's Iran. Okay, we got rockets. We got the defense system. We got the military, the munitions stockpile. I got a video of that later. Big boom, by the way. We got that. We've got their parliament. We got their presidential compound, right? We got their CIA. Yeah. Whatever we can do to discombobulate them so they can't communicate anymore, we did. Their internet went down, and I'm going to say that might be from us.
Opening up a new theater of war. Americans do not want this. Americans do not want.
Put a 1 in the chat if you don't want this. Put a 1 in the chat if you do want this. Put a 0 in the chat if you don't want this. We'll see what Americans really think about this. Because clearly the Iranians are celebrating.
Regime change. We want an answer to the affordability crisis. We want peace. Now, I may be a young mayor, but I am old enough to remember the devastating consequences of our country's pursuit of regime change in this same.
So he's saying that we want affordability. We want things to be more affordable. First of all, you didn't say anything about that when Biden was president and drove up the inflation. Secondly, now that Iran's going to be getting their shit together, okay, their oil industry will be further developed, it will be improved, and they will be exporting tons of oil. That's going to drive gas prices down even further, which drives down the cost of transiting all of the stuff that we buy in our stores. Wow, nothing but ones. We got like 1-0, and that's about it. Wow, we got one Iranian fan there. Nice to meet you.
Region not that many years ago. Now, my focus is on keeping New Yorkers safe. I've been in close contact with our police commissioner and emergency management officials. We are increasing agency coordination as well as patrols of sensitive locations out of an abundance of caution.
They'll only be patrolling the mosques, I can assure you that.
Additionally, I want to speak directly to Iranian New Yorkers. You are a part of the fabric of this city. You are our students, our artists, our small business owners, our neighbors, our community leaders. You will be safe here.
You will be safe here. Trump will definitely not bomb New York. Yeah. Now we'll just have Bruce Willis round them all up in martial law and put them in internment camps. It's gonna get real bad. Guys, this is like not even close to over. Okay. If you're wondering why crypto's been doing this all night, basically every time Iran attacks another country, it goes down. Okay, and then once we take out another general and then it gets announced, it goes back up. That's what happened this morning, by the way. We got a confirmation of that in a bit. Also, Marjorie Rhino Green, Marjorie Trader Green, Marjorie Taylor Garbage goes off on Trump over the Iranian strike and says younger generations hate this effing bullshit. I beg to differ. The Venezuelan Americans were cheering last month, and this month it's the Iranian Americans cheering. And I'll tell you this, I would not be surprised if at some point during Trump's term that I will be celebrating the fall of the CCP. Okay, maybe, hopefully. I have no idea how that's going to go down. That's a tough task right there. But that might be something Rubio would end up doing. But yeah, she's against it. She's like, oh my God, more war. Okay, hey, Marjorie, we're clearing out this. Oh, and by the way, this is the lady who bought a shit ton of national defense stocks months, about 3 to 6 months prior to Russia invading Ukraine. It's almost like she knew, huh? It's almost like she knew. Yeah, you made a ton of money on the national defense stocks. Why? Because she knew it was going to be a forever war. What she's really mad about is the fact that Trump is wrapping up this war and seemingly it's going to be over in a few months, maybe even 1 month. Okay. She's also mad that Trump wrapped up the Venezuelan war in 3 hours. She's mad about that because she was supposed to make millions and millions of dollars on her national defense stocks that she bought back before Russia invaded Ukraine. Because she knows it's going down. See, that's why she's mad. She's mad because he's literally on night one they took out the leader, the family, basically the successors, and 40 of their top generals, 40 of their top officers. Okay, and then by morning, Sunday morning, they assigned new generals, and they're all already gone. We'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, she's nothing but a money grubbing person here. She doesn't care. She's seen in pictures with Code Pink. She takes money from Neville Singham. She is not one of us. She never. I stopped liking her when she was a McCarthyite in January of 2023. Okay, when she refused to support Jim Jordan for Speaker of the House. That's when I stopped liking her. Oh, and then she got into beef with Lauren Boebert. Remember? Yeah. So what Marjorie Taylor Greene did was she drafted up articles of impeachment for Biden, right? But never pushed for it to go to the floor. So Boebert made her own, and then she got into a tiff with Boebert about that. Boebert was like, you're not doing anything with yours. You drafted them so no one else will do it, and then you're just letting it sit. You're not pushing it at all. To be fair, it wouldn't have passed anyways, but at least you could have brought it to the floor. You know, considering we control the House. You gotta at least look like you're doing something, and she wasn't doing anything. She wasn't even telling McCarthy to bring it to the floor. Anyways. Let's see. Next story. Tucker Carlson slams Trump and says that his attack on Iran was disgusting and evil. So that brings us to today's poll, and I'm actually surprised. 29% of you, it's very evenly distributed. About a quarter, 29% of you said that he's simply against Israel is what he's saying. I believe that too. I'm probably in that camp in terms of like what I believe about him. 24% of you say he's a closet Islamist. By the way, if you guys are not aware, Tucker Carlson bought a home in Qatar. Yeah. He's and it's kind of sad because you know what? He's living in his parents' home. His parents are buried in the backyard of that home, and he may actually have to leave the United States right now because of his stance against Israel. And I guess he's seeking refuge in Qatar. But with that being said, does that not kind of say that he's kind of switching regimes, right? 25% say he's just stating his opinion. Here, let's do this. Let's redo this one more time, because I want to see, now that I told you about him buying a house in Qatar. And by the way, I haven't had a lot to say about him, mainly because he was under the gun at Fox. He wasn't allowed to talk about the jab. And then he eventually did after they were allowed to. But the fact that he still refused to, that's kind of a problem, right? Do you think Tucker Carlson has betrayed our country? Yes, he's a closet Islamist. Now, let's do Crescent. There we go. No, he's simply against Star. We'll do this poll again. So now that I told you about that house, in Qatar. No, he's just stating an opinion. Microphone. There we go. Unsure. We'll just do a shrug for that one. So I want to see what everyone stands after I told you about his house in Qatar. Oh, great. One of them's got too many characters there. There we go. All right, we will see what your poll comes out to be. But yes, he is unhappy. Oh, look at that. It's gone. Breaking Tucker's been... Oh, that's February 7th. Breaking Tucker Carlson has been hauled to the White House. Yeah, he visited the White House on February 7th. Tucker called Trump strikes on Iran disgusting and evil, arguing the move will reshuffle the deck in a significant way. But the people seem to like the reshuffling. They think it's a great thing. Wow, the number one answer is now he's a closet Islamist. Holy shit. Wow, it swayed that much, huh? Holy crap. Wow. I probably shouldn't have used the term closet Islamist. I'm sure he's just a Christian Islamist now. Yeah, is that a thing? 38% of you now believe is a closet Islamist. Yeah, he purchased a big house in Qatar. He, by the way, has done many public appearances in in the media in like the Islamic countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar, and said things like, "Oh, I'm a Christian and I'm here, and I don't seem to be in danger at all. I don't feel like I'm in danger at all." Like, well, we're not saying that they're all bad. We're also not saying that all Israelis are bad, but they both generally treat us like shit, right? Generally, everyone treats Christians like shit because we're too nice, we're too kind, we're too giving, we're too hospitable. They took this one incident of Jesus washing the feet of people and said that, oh, you're all supposed to be washing all our feet. And no, we're not. Jesus did not wash everyone's feet. Okay. He did it once and he did it to his followers. Okay. Holy crap. Well, 41% of you now are like, oh, yeah, he's a closet Islamist. Wow. Well, okay. Hey, I'm glad I could be of some information, some valuable information to you guys. But yeah, unfortunately, that's all true. Yeah. He I feel like Tucker is upset because when he got fired from Fox, right? He felt like the entire media apparatus turned against him. And who controls the media apparatus? Not Islamists, right? Not Iran. They clearly don't, considering all the networks resoundingly are against him. You know what I mean? Other than the politicians, of course, for some reason. We know what it is. It's because their funding comes from him. Obama's college was paid for by someone in Iran, right? His tuition at Harvard was paid for by some high-ranking Iranian or something like that. Yeah. Iran, the plot to infiltrate America using Barack Obama was put in place in his college years. Yeah. It's been around. That plan's been around for a long time. It wasn't sporadic. It wasn't like, oh, he got elected and then he took money to sell out America. That was all planned a long time ago. Yeah. Here we go.
I've reached out to several of the president's most prominent supporters in his movement to get the reaction to this momentous decision to launch a wide-scale attack on Iran. I just heard back from Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, of course, spoke at the president's convention in 2024. He's been a frequent visitor at the White House. In fact, he was at the White House just last week. So I wanted to know what Tucker Carlson, who has long opposed the idea of another war in the Middle East, what he thought of this. And his answer, he told me the president's decision is, quote, absolutely disgusting and evil.
So this isn't actually Tucker saying this. This is someone alleging Tucker said this to him. So it could be one of two things. One, he's just making this up to create this illusion of public general consensus that this is not the right thing to do. Or Tucker is speaking very uncandidly because it is a private conversation. Right, so he's just kind of he's just speaking more freely. And he's just like, oh, this is fucked up, Yeah, I don't know. That's a Daily Mail, so that's not really credible. It's also reposted by Mark Levin, so it's like, definitely on one side of all this, right? Yeah. Christians seem to be the only ones that's on the side of ethics. You know what I mean? It's not even like, oh, we're all unified behind one particular agenda. It's just about ethics for us. Next story. Here's some people on CNN saying that the Democrat better get their head out of their asses because everyone's celebrating this and they're not.
I think that it is imperative the Democratic Party wake up and get past their dislike of Donald Trump, the President Trump, and their feelings of international conflicts going on. This is about national security. This is about what is possible in the Middle East. This is about being a good neighbor, good partner to the Gulf states and what their aspirations are. This is about supporting the people of Venezuela. This is about dismembering our relationship with, or not dismembering, but resetting our relationship with China. Right now, 55% of the oil production that Iran produces goes to China despite sanctions. You want to support the people of Ukraine? You want to end that war? You have to. There is no getting around dismembering this Islamic Republic. It is non-negotiable. It is not a want to have, it is a have to have. And it's not just for the Iranian people. I think you have to trust the Iranian people. We know this government better than anyone else.
That's a good point. Janie Bakes says, why would Tucker even comment to an imp like Jonathan Karl? That's possibly true. So the guy might have made it up. You know, he might just be blowing the smoke up Tucker's ass or up our ass about Tucker.
You dismember and decapitate this regime, you are going to see a change in the Middle East, in Venezuela, in China, in Ukraine. And I think, quite frankly, their ideology has it's caused a lot of problems for us worldwide. We need to take it seriously. And I think at this point, we have a tremendous opportunity. This will be like ending the Soviet Union, the Berlin Wall. This is a transformational moment for humankind, for security. And as an American, this is in our interest to complete it. So I am a Democrat. I have been a huge Democrat. I am incredibly disappointed with my party. I do not see myself in them in this moment.
By the way, just a disclosure, this lady who's speaking here on the right, she is Iranian American. So that's why she feels so strongly about this and supports it. Next story. CBS News contributor Masih Alinejad. She's also an Iranian, and she has something to say. She went on CBS to say, here we go.
I'm being bombarded by different emotions. And this is the moment that Iranians, my people, are experiencing different feelings.
Her voice is scratched from cheering so much. Yeah.
Pain, and at the same time, hope. Concern, and at the same time, hope. And I repeat that because that can be the beginning of a future that people of Iran have been waiting for this moment for 47 years. You know, let's just make it very clear. Now, when I talk to Iranians, for 1 second, they scream out of joy when they hear that their killers finally being the target of the US government and they see justice. But at the same time, they are worried. They're concerned that if this is not going to lead regime change, that if this is not going to be the end of this regime, and if the American government, the Israeli government, only target the military leader, not the political leaders, then the people of Iran are going to be left alone on themselves by a wounded ISIS, by a wounded regime and government, and that's going to be a huge risk for my people inside Iran. I have family there, my parents, my brothers, my sisters, all my beloved people, they live there. But believe me, we don't want people like Zoran Mamdani or some of Americans lecture us about peace, about war, because this is a war being brought to us Iranian people by the Islamic Republic, by the warmonger Revolutionary Guards. And this is the moment that Europeans should join the US government, should join the Israeli government to end the Islamic Republic. If not, believe me, this regime will end democracy, will end American citizens' life everywhere, because...
And they've been doing that, right? In the streets of New York and Chicago, right?
The Islamic Republic is like cancer. And they will infect the rest of the world if we don't remove them.
Yeah. The same can be said about the CCP. Anyways, what else is there? Pro-Palestinian Columbia University student posts Mar Bar America, which means death to America, So again, they're still doing this, you know. Absolutely. I mean, I suppose this falls under First Amendment, but I mean, if you said the same thing, if a Christian said the same thing about Islamic countries, they'd probably be punished by the school, right? Someone should do that. Someone should have one of those Turning Point USA guys post this exact same thing, but in reference to Iran, okay, and see if that kid gets punished. I mean, he'll probably be harassed and hounded by the Islamists at Columbia University. But if they do, hey, we need to issue them another fine, right? What happened to that law where it says that universities who take taxpayer funding from the United States government, the federal government, has to provide a safe and secure environment to learn? This doesn't seem very safe or secure at all. Anyways. Oh, they were forced to delete it by Twitter. Oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, Twitter's they're getting their people are disappearing from Twitter again. Yeah, they're going to Upscrolled and Getter. Yeah, I was surprised to find out. I literally got unbanned like 2 days ago, and I was surprised to see that there's that many people there. I'm like, what the hell? People are still using this thing. Wow, it's not like Gab at all. It's not like Parler at all. It's still going. Personally, I think it's popped up by Bannon, but you know. Anyways, Iranian ambassador. This is, by the way, so after the initial attacks on day one, they called for an emergency meeting with the UN Security Council. Here is the ambassador of Iran telling Mike Walls, our ambassador, to be polite. Okay.
Thank you. I have one word only. I advise to the representative of the United States.
Wait till you see his response.
To be polite. It will be better for yourself and the country you represented. Thank you.
Look how mad he is. He stared him down. He stared down Mike Waltz. Look at that. Bam. And watch Mike Waltz's response.
The representative of the United States has asked for the floor to make a further statement.
Frankly, I'm not going to dignify this with another response, especially as this representative sits here in this body representing a regime that has killed tens of thousands of its own people and imprisoned many more simply for wanting freedom from your tyranny. Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, I was very professional. I would have been like, yo, boss got blown up back home. That was real professional. I couldn't do that. I'd be like, yeah, you're just mad because I blew up your boss. All right, next story. Remember this scene right here. This is how Obama dealt with Iran. We had a Navy boat sailing around Iran, and they all got held and like literally detained. And you know how Obama dealt with this? He sent them $400 million in pallets of cash. Awful. We never looked so bad in the world. Yeah, so our boys got detained, and then he gave them $400 million to get them back. Yeah. Next story. Iran security chief tweeted out and wrote, yesterday Iran fired missiles at the United States and Israel, and they did not hurt. Today we will hit them with a force that they will have never experienced before. That's what he said. And we'll see how that goes. See how, oh yeah, they raised the red flag of revenge or whatever. It's like, oh, when they're mad, they put up this other colored flag, and it's supposed to like wake everyone up. Oh, we're all terror cells now. We're gonna go ahead and seek revenge. It's their revenge flag. Flag of revenge. We'll see how that goes. I already got videos of it. Oh yeah, and then to scare us, they released this video here of their F-4 Phantom jets. Ooga booga! Yeah. So let me get this straight. We destroyed your parliament. We wrecked your president's house. They're all gone. We destroyed half of your munitions. We destroyed your anti-air missile defenses. And you're now waging war with us in the terms of content creation. Got it. Thank you. It's nice to know that you're still able to upload a canned video from last month that you made. Because we know we know your country doesn't like this anymore, okay? Yeah. Nice try, though. Next story. Oh, yeah. This here is not Iran. It's not Israel. It is Dubai. This is their airport. They got hit by a missile. Yeah. Iran is acting out now, and they are. Look at all that smoke that's coming from the airport in Dubai. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Abu Dhabi. This is a French naval base in Abu Dhabi. That last one was the airport at Dubai. Yeah. There. This is a smoke coming out billowing out of the Dubai airport there. Again, these are neutral countries. They wanted nothing to do with this, but because they at some point hosted U.S. troops, they had become a target by Iran. So Iran's making a lot of enemies right now. Okay, these are countries that contacted Trump to tell him, "Hey, don't attack Iran yet. Give them a chance." And to me, I was like, "Give them a chance for what? To kill the rest of the protesters? Well, a chance for what? What are they going to change? They're not going to change anything. Give them a chance." For what? It sounds more like you guys are aligned to your little book called the Quran than you are with ethics, which is a problem for us, right? Oh, it's not even just these two countries. This is the UAE here. So we talked about the UAE. The defense minister of UAE says that they've intercepted 152 Iranian ballistic missiles and 506 drones. This was posted in the middle of the night, which means it was a Sunday for them. So this is still ongoing. This from here going forward is all new stuff from yesterday. Okay. Here's a drone hitting a residential building in Dubai. Oh, and by the way, did you hear that? It didn't go off. Let me see that one more time. Okay. That little dot right there. Here, let me zoom in. That little dot right there is a drone. This is a building it's going to crash into. It did not blow. That is what we call a dud. Yeah, that's Chinese engineering for you guys. At least I think they're Chinese drones. I think the Iranians could probably make better stuff than they do. But anyways, it didn't go off. It didn't do anything. Yeah, that one person's living room was probably trashed by now. But that's about it. No fire, no kaboom, no compromising the structural integrity of that concrete building. It has done nothing. This is Iranian technology at its finest in the greatest war they've ever had in their life. Okay? It's a building here in Bahrain. Yet another country, another neutral country having nothing to do with this conflict, but they got hit because they once at some point hosted U.S. troops. The U.S. had already pulled out our troops from all these neutral countries that didn't want to be involved. We pulled out our troops weeks ago. It was announced and everything. I talked about it here on the show, and still, yeah, the whole building's burned from top to bottom. Look at that. That's a lot of casualties there. That's a lot of people who might not have been able to get out in time because the doors are like melted shut or whatever the hell. Yeah. Sprinklers, guys, sprinklers. How about this one? Oh, the Saudi government has summoned the Iranian ambassador because of these attacks. So I don't know how that's going to go down, but they are not happy. Here's a ship is flagged from the country Palau, P-A-L-A-U. It was attacked and destroyed by the Iranians. They have closed the Strait of Hormuz because they, for whatever reason, believe that that is their territory. Which, by the way, when this is all over, when we rename Iran to Persia, that little tip of land that is connected to the UAE across from the strait should not be part of Persia. It should be part of the UAE. That way, if they close it, they can only close half of it. This is stupid. This is stupid. Why do we give them control of such an important artery? Here's the ship. Here's another view of the ship here. Yep, it is on fire. Not good. I hope the crew got out alive. I heard they did, but who knows? Yeah. So here, this is the side that keeps crying that Israel keeps like blowing up hospitals and schools. They are, but so are they. Civilians, children, women, all getting blown up. So they don't exactly have a leg of ethics to stand on. His cargo ship insurers are canceling the war risk policies, and they're going to be upping the premiums by 50% for ships that sail in the Hormuz Strait or in that area. So thank you, Iran, for upping the cost of business. No one's going to talk about this inflation, are they? Next story. There's a massive strike in Tehran. This is this morning. There it is. Very big. That is a huge one, by the way. And I believe this one is government related. I believe it's this same building here. It says here the U.S. and Israeli airstrikes leveled the Tehran Revolutionary Court building. So this is their Supreme Court here that was leveled. Again, a very corrupt court, doesn't need to be there. The people will build a new one. Let's see. An Iranian missile struck a building in oh, this is in Israel. 9 people are gone, 20 more are injured or missing. So this has still been going on, or this is not ended just because you take out the Ayatollah. It's still going. They probably already have a new Ayatollah. They're probably keeping it quiet so that we don't go after them, because once they announce it, we're going after them, right? Just like we went after the generals this morning. This here is in Tehran. I'm sorry, airport of Turbits. This is a jet. This is an Iranian jet. And it was an Iranian jet. It's not a jet anymore. It's a bunch of pieces. It's shrapnel now. Yeah, so Israel dealt with these 2 jets here. Those are gone now. They were, by the way, scheduled to attack shortly. This one here is U.S. military claims it sank 9 Iranian ships, by the way. Iranian naval ships. Not civilian ships, naval ships. It said it's sinking to the bottom of the Gulf of Oman. Very good stuff. Here we go. United States used one-way attack drones in combat for the first time ever. AKA kamikaze drones, AKA suicide drones. We have our own now. Yeah, we're taking a page off of Russia.
It's incredible to see the full breadth of technology actually unleashed, because for years, as you probably know, we had handcuffs on our forces. The rules of engagement for us overseas during the Iraq and Afghan conflicts were frustratingly strict. We don't want civilian casualties. We don't want to in any way violate the law of war, but we have to put the well-being of our troops and, most importantly, mission accomplishment first. And for far too long in our conflicts the last 25 years, we've set conditions on our troops and the capabilities we're going to give them, and that's led to these forever wars. And you can see in Venezuela, Midnight Hammer, now the strikes in the last 48 hours. When we let the full force of our military, the full ingenuity of our servicemen, and the aggression of our troops take priority, the mission is accomplished. So
look at that. That's Tim Sheehy, right? Is that the senator out of Montana, I think? Anyways. We got a wheel, guys. All right. Bills fan says, wow, 36% of your audience is brain dead morons. So we're going to go ahead and wheel you. We're going to see how long you're going to be banned for. This is how we do things here. If you want to be around and chat, you're more than welcome. We've got both sides having a great conversation here. But you're going to come here and just be like, you're stupid. You're a cockaface. We don't like you. You think incorrectly. In your opinion, right? But we're here. We're having you got life. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sure you would just make an account and come back later, because you're probably paid by Tucker Carlson to bolster his reputation. Am I right? It's just a poll, guys. This is not going to change Tucker Carlson's life. I have like 5 viewers. 500. Anyways, next story. Oh yeah, this is out in Pakistan, by the way, our new allies. They're not happy. They're not happy that Iran got destroyed, and they're protesting at the U.S. consulate in Pakistan. I believe 9 are gone. They took out 9 of our guys working there. That's real bad. So, we knew this would happen. And by the way, it's only a matter of time until this happens in the United States. Okay? Because they're already here thanks to Biden. Biden let them all in. Anti-ICE protesters refuse to let us deport them. And they are just down the street from all of us. They will be doing this in America as well pretty soon. Yeah. So, yeah, we lost 9 there. And by the way, in terms of our U.S. servicemen, we lost 3 so far. 3 and another, I think 9 are seriously injured. So, rest in peace to them. They served with honor. This is oh yeah, so next story. Last night, 4 B-2 Spirits, the stealth bombers, took off from the U.S. and flew overnight to Iran in Operation Epic Fury. The target, it probably wasn't last night, it was probably the night before that. It takes a little bit to get there. But yeah, they're armed with 2,000-pound bombs, and they struck Iran's hardened ballistic missile facilities. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. So 4 of these took off, and we destroyed I believe, half of their munitions, which can be seen in, where is the scene? Oh, good Lord. Anyways, I don't have it. I thought I had it ready. Hold on. It's a big explosion, by the way. It was one of those where it's like a bomb dropped, but it just kept exploding for like 5 minutes, you know? And that was the B-2 destroying their weapons depot, by the way. See if I can find it with a quick scroll. I don't think I will. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it. I thought I had it ready. That sucks. Anyways, fireworks. It was very fireworky, okay? Just boom, boom, boom. It just kept exploding. We're like, what kind of bomb was that? Anyway, so there's that. Just right now, and we're talking like 20 minutes ago, Israel has called up an additional 100,000 reserve soldiers in an operation against Iran. So this is getting real serious. It's going to get real bad. It's going to go on for a while, it seems, because they are attacking everyone. Yeah. This is Tehran getting hit by a massive wave from an airstrike. Here we go. That is huge. Look at that. That's like a wall of smoke. This was actually just today. Next story. Look at that. James Woods posted this. This guy right here just got appointed as I guess the lead general or whatever, like the new commanding officer, just this morning. He's already been eliminated. Yeah. You know who else is eliminated? Their former president, President Ahmadinejad. Remember this guy? He is also no longer with us. That was fast. Was he the interim president? Is that why? Yeah. You brought him back to run things, and now he's gone? Yeah. They're going right after all the leadership. Next story. This right here, they quoted Trump, and Trump says, I have agreed to talk. However, this is the Atlantic saying this, so who knows if it's even true. In addition, it was retweeted by Insider Paper, a globalist propagandist lying organization. So I'm not giving this much credence. I mean, who are they going to talk to? The guy that they just blew up? You know what I mean? Every time someone gets appointed to a high-ranking position, they just boom, combust. Yeah, we're here to let them know, if you're thinking of government continuity, think again. We want the people to form a new government. We don't want you to be appointing new people. You've already done enough bullshit to these people. Okay? Start hosting elections. Good Lord. They'll probably rig the elections. Imagine that. Next story. The Canadians are sore losers. This is a guy who's returned back to the ice rink after winning the gold medal from the Americans. He plays for the Leafs in Canada, and this is them booing him.
Winter games. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. William Nylander.
He's not smiling at all. It's funny. They called us mentally challenged for celebrating the hockey win in the gold medal Olympics. Meanwhile, here they are mourning so strongly over a gold medal loss, right? Oh, Canada, we didn't know you were tardy as well. Anyways. All right, guys. Guys, remember I got 2 other channels, Frank Show Clips here. We upload short clips of this show. Please support it. Ring the bell. Watch the video. Watch all the video. Leave a comment. You know, hit the like button. Things like that. Let's help that channel get going. Also, I've got Frank's Funny Shorts. This is where I upload non-political shorts. Both the link to both of these channels are in the description. Please hit the like button on the way up and share out this live stream. If you want to support the channel, there's Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee, subscribe, start on Patreon, or you can become a member like Random Yank, like Janie Bakes. Look at that. Thank you, Janie. Thank you, Random Yank. Thank you, Beyond Ether. That's $3 a month, or 10 cents a show. I do a show every day. Or you can do that on Rumble. If you join on Rumble for the Red Castle, which is a subscription, it's $5 a month, but they take a smaller cut, so it's like you're buying me 2 memberships. I get 85% of that, and you'll get access to our Rumble Premium Hangout, which we are doing today. I'm going to be talking about the Big Mac pizza that I made from scratch, literally scratch, including the dough. I made all of it from scratch. If you're wondering where Rumble is, go to my website, thenpcshow.com. Rumble's right there. You can also go to Foxhole. We're also live there. Mailing list on the right-hand side there. We'll see you guys over there. Goodbye, YouTube, if you don't make it. We had 2 things to watch. One, Chinese citizens are stranded in Iran because airplane tickets out are $500,000 a ticket. $560,000 each ticket to get out. And then another one about Germany's economic collapse. That should be pretty interesting. And then we're going to go right into food talk, guys. So we'll see you guys. Goodbye, YouTube. Have a great day. I hope you have a good weekend. Bye, guys. Goodbye, YouTube.